Hi all, Jessie B Scrapbooking back with another process video, and this one I am doing for Valentine's Day. And so I'm giving myself a prompt which is going to be heart and love. So here is my picture. This is me and my handsome husband. This picture was taken summer of 2022, and I just love it. It's so cute. And so I'm gonna do this picture for Valentine's Day. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut down this 8.5 by 11 paper, white cardstock, and I'm going to make it, I'm just, I think, cutting half inch off, maybe, and just enough so I can have a border all the way around. And I'm going to cut the picture down just so it's a little bit smaller so that you can see the heart in the background that I am going to cut out of paper. So I start off with the picture thinking I'm going to want it on this side because the way that my husband is looking, but I end up changing it so because our bodies are tilted more the other direction. So right here I was deciding which striped paper I wanted in the background for the heart, if I wanted this purple one or if I wanted that bright yellow one. And I went ahead and went with the purple, and I liked them both, but I like the bigger stripes of the purple. And I'm just using this piece of scrap paper. It's just printer paper that had something on it that printed wrong. And so I'm just going to do the whole, kindergarten thing, folding the paper in half and cutting half a heart. And I'm going to use it as a template, and I'm going to cut out the heart out of this striped paper, and I'm just drawing it on the back. I'll cut it out, and that'll be my background. So get that done, and the heart turned out very nice. I like it. And then I decided I wanted to use the same striped paper as my border. I was going to do just a plain border, like in a purple or something, but then I thought I really like this striped paper, so I'm going to use it. Now this paper came from a paper pad. I don't know the name of the paper pad. I got it from my soon-to-be daughter-in-law. She found a whole stack of papers. I'm not sure where she got it. I think it was from her church or something, and there was lots of paper pads in it and single papers and just a whole mess of scrapbooking stuff. And so her church didn't want it, or whoever gave it to her didn't want it. And she knows that I scrapbook, so she saved it for me. And yeah, so I got some really beautiful papers. But like I said, I got these papers and I have no idea where they came from. But I am thrilled with them. So, and as you know, purple is not a common scrapbooking color, so I was really excited to find this purple. Alright, so I am just taking my white cardstock, I'm putting it down on this gutted out piece of striped pattern paper that I just made, and now I have to add in this little piece because like I said, I didn't realize I was going to do the heart um, and the striped out of the same paper, or the border out of the same paper. So I cut my heart on the edge instead of in the center where I could have, yeah, made a border a little bit easier. But it's okay. I'm just going to add my border on here. And at first I was like just adding it, and then I realized, oh, I should measure that and make sure it's actually square. So that's what I'm doing here. and it's nice and square, so I get that cut off, and I still have some of that paper to use for my die cut machine here in a second. And so here's the where I decided, yeah, I like the picture on this side better. And now I'm going to do a background or a border on the picture of just white, just to make sure it stands off that heart a little bit. It'll blend into the white background at the bottom, but that's okay. I wanted just a little bit of a border around the picture and the heart. Okay, so there we go. It's going to look like that. And now I'm going to grab out my little die cut machine and cut out a whole bunch of dies. And I'm going to use hearts and flowers. And first of all, I'm going to get this big heart glued down. I'm trying to decide how high up I want it because I want it to be able to still have room for the hearts and the flowers that I want to add to this. So here's the die cut machine. Here's all my little hearts and flowers already cut out. I used that striped paper because I wanted the purple that was on the back side of it, and I used another sheet out of the same paper pad. It has pink on one side and florals on the other, and then I used another sheet out of that same paper pad that has the yellow on one side and then purple flowers on the other. So I am getting these, I think I cut out like 3 of each color, and so I'm going to put all these hearts down at the bottom here, just like a cluster of hearts, and I have 2 different size hearts. And then I'm going to do the flowers up here in this top corner. And I used, I think, 4 different flowers. And then I am going to add a couple of the smaller flowers down around by the bottom with the hearts here. And I just think this turned out really cute. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want everything to lay. I do a lot of moving around. Yeah. And then some of the flowers didn't cut out quite right, so I had to use my scissors and just trim them up a little bit. And there we go. So get those all done. And then I'll go off camera and glue them all down because nothing moves after I figure out where I want it to go. So yeah, gluing down was kind of a boring process of it. So I do end up moving this flower over a little bit to where that pink one is, and then put the pink over top of it, and I like the way that looks. Okay, there we go. Now, showing you, yep, all glued down. And now I'm going to come in with my title, and I'm using this vellum titles book that I have, and I find one that says love you forever, I think. Yeah, love you forever. And so I'm going to cut that out. I was hoping for a little bit bigger title, but I wanted the sentiment on this one. So that's where I'm going to go here and just get this vellum cut down. And then the way I glue it down, I just use my ATG. I go right across where the words are, and I don't push down really hard. I just put the ATG right behind the words, and then I set it down onto the background, and you don't see the tape, which is really nice. So there we go. And now I'm going to come in with these little rhinestones. These are fingernail art rhinestones, so they're flat backed. And I'm going to glue I think the colors I chose was blue and a purple. And So I'm going to come in with the centers of all the flowers. Are going to have these little rhinestones in them. And then I'll do the flowers on the bottom and the top here. And then I end up with like 3 little extra rhinestones that I'm just going to scatter around at the bottom. Um, just to fill that bottom out a little bit more, because the top is definitely a little fuller than the bottom was. So get that done here. Try and decide what colors to put on each one. I don't want to put the purple on top of the purple, so it's more of a pinkish purple, so it does show up, but I was trying to put it more on the white flowers. And then here's where I decided, yep, I do want to put the last 3 little rhinestones. And like I said, I just scattered them below the hearts here. And there we go. And it was super simple and easy, and this layout is done, and I really like how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!